Okay, guys, this 2001 Boxster's interior is completely ratted out. It's shitty. Most of the chrome or brushed aluminum paint that is in the interior is just completely gone after 200,000 plus miles. Even the gear shift knob, the little plastic thing on top is gone. The paint's coming off. So let's spend a couple bucks. Let's see if we can't get this car looking a lot better than what it was. First thing we have to do is pull off the shift boot. That's pretty simple. It's just clipped on. Just take a pry tool and get underneath, and you can lift up on it. And all right, this is called the bat wing, and it's just because when it comes off, it looks kind of like the Batman symbol. But let's pull that off because you need to have that off in order to get the gear shift leather off. All right, that's off. So let's try this again. Let's come back in here, lift it up. There we go. Now it's there. We go. There we go. Okay, see, and then just pull straight up. Give it some muscle. Pull, pull, just like that. All right, and your shift knob is off. So what I did here is I just went ahead and taped up around the leather part to where only the plastic or somewhat metal stuff is supposed to be exposed. Because we're just going to shoot this with rattle can spray paint. See, I've taped up and used newspaper just to make sure that I don't get any overspray on any of the leather of the boot. It takes a couple minutes, but they say prep work is 90% of painting. So we got that done. And let's see. Now let's take off the door trim here. This little piece here just pops right off. And of course, with one hand, it's easier said than done. And it's... Come on. There it is. And that's the only part really you can take off from this door assembly. Next, I take some sandpaper, about 400 grit or so, 600 grit, and just lightly sand down the area that we're going to paint. Just make it smooth because you have that transition of where the old paint has come off. So just sand and get it as smooth as you can. And then once you're done with that first one, then I jump up to like an 800 or 1500 grit sandpaper and then do it all over again. You just want to make this thing as smooth as possible all over. You can then take your finger and kind of rub on it to see if you can feel any ridges. When you can't feel any more ridges, that means everything is smooth and it's ready for our next stage of this. Next, get yourself some rubbing alcohol. I have some here from the old Wally Mart. And simply just soak a rag and wipe down the surface. You want this surface to be free of any kind of dust or particles or leftover from all the sanding that we've done to the gear shift. And we'll also do this on the small little trim piece, and we'll also get back over to the door here in a minute. But let's finish up this part right here. Here's what we're going to use. This is a aluminum spray paint, like a brilliant aluminum is what it says. And simply we're just going to shake this up and get the spray in on it. Remember, safety first. Do this in a well-ventilated area. And let's grab this little piece first. And then we'll start hitting this gear shift knob. And light coats. Do a couple light sprays on it, walk away, come back 10, 15 minutes later, do it all over again. Now here we are on the door. I've already taped off the door. I have the handle or the little lid popped open with a screwdriver. And as you can see, I've already started to sand down. And our first coat of paint is on. And it's looking pretty good. I must admit, this has turned out to be a little bit easier than what I thought it was going to be. So let's see what we did and how our work looks. Here's our new gear shift knob. Got the little plastic piece on top to tell you where the gears are at. That looks good. Back together. And over here, kind of hard to see that with that sunlight, but it's all the same color. And going back, it makes the car look so much better than what it did before. So I'm pretty happy with the results. And cool. Well, this wraps up another part of the restoration progress of our 2001 Porsche Boxster S.